Greetings to everyone. Saludos a todos. My name is David Triana, and welcome to Making Connections. We hope everyone is having a most wonderful 2020. I am a very happy man today. And the reason I'm happy is because my beautiful co-host, Paola Connor, is back with us. We really miss you. I'm serious. I'm glad you are back. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I love hearing that because I miss you guys too. I mean, it has been, over 2 months?
Yes, it has.
Right. Well, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be healthy again and be able to talk again. So
outstanding, and we are very glad that you are. Making Connections is produced by Conexión Media Group, and we are also the publishers of the Conexión English and Spanish monthly publication. We had a great year in 2019, and you were part of a lot of the great stuff we did. The first month of 2020 has already been a very busy one. We had a great event on the 15th of January to honor Martin Luther King. We called it Remembering Dr. King's Legacy, and we partnered with the Gulf Coast Minority Chamber of Commerce with Brian Wire and his staff. It was an awesome event, inspirational speakers. We have some great Latino food, and everybody had a great time. As you know, that's part of our Hispanics and Friends Linked networking group, which is the one that we use to do socials throughout the region.
Right.
This is actually the third year that we've done the first one of the year with Brian Wire and the Gulf Coast Minority Chamber of Commerce, and I know you've been in at least a couple of them. And one of our hopes is to continue growing the relationship with the Gulf Coast Minority Chamber of Commerce. You couldn't be there, I know, but tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, I love going to these events because, as you know, you're making the connections, like the name of our show, and you get to meet brand new people. You get to connect even more with the ones that you have met. You get to have great music, food, entertainment, you name it. So yes.
That's right. Culture, connections, networking.
Absolutely.
And those are the kind of things that you also do with some of the awesome seminars that you do. Tell us a little bit about that.
Mine is coming up in February 19th, next week. So we're really excited. We have close to 50 on the list.
Wow.
I feel blessed. Thank you so much for your support. And I'm looking forward to meet all of them next week and just give them, great information for them to finally fulfill that dream of buying a home.
You bet. Now, there's a special month coming up. March is Women's History Month.
Right.
And here at Conexión Media Group and Making Connections, we are really honored to have you and Edna and everybody that works with us because, you guys are the powerful women in a sense that I like to say, the sabor and todo eso, no? But no, seriously, women are very important to the world, in my opinion. Who is your idol? Who is your women idol, your woman idol?
Well, there's so many out there, but one that really pops in my head, and I admire her for so many reasons, is J-Lo. J-Lo has shown to the whole world if she's just not a singer or an actress, she's a businesswoman.
You're talking about Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez, yes.
Okay, and why do you admire her?
She's so brave, she's smart, she's healthy. She proved to us that, you can look great at 50 years old, and she's just inspiring not only the whole world when it comes to women and even men, but her daughter. I mean, you watched the Super Bowl.
Of course I did, even though my Cowboys were not there.
So just watching an 11-year-old performing in front of millions of people, and her mother is, you cannot get a feel of how much or how good she was raised. So that's something to admire.
So I think one of the things that I took out of that presentation, that performance, it was how awesome the performance was. Shakira, J-Lo, just doing their thing as performers, but they also connected the family thing, with her daughter, right?
Absolutely, that was amazing.
And obviously she has the genes of the performer, she is the daughter of Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony.
Right.
Obviously, there was a little bit of, people talking about that show, this and that.
You cannot make everybody happy.
Yeah, you can't make everybody happy. The thing about it is, what people cannot forget is the Super Bowl is business.
Absolutely.
And it's one of the biggest producers of income to many companies. You know, many
Right.
companies make a lot of money during the Super Bowl, and that's why they spend a lot of money in commercials. And I think Shakira and J-Lo, with the presentation they did, they wowed the entire world.
Absolutely.
You know, did it in both English and Spanish.
Right.
They
Such
danced.
confidence and power and just lots of entertainment.
I think it was just an outstanding,
Yes.
Show. Because it
Absolutely.
was a concert for millions that normally someone may not even be able to pay for the concert to go for to their
Right.
concert. So yeah, I think it was a great thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Women power. That's what it's all about. Later in the show, we are going to give you information on the Conexión Media Group's Emerald Coast International Week. And again, we are featuring women through the Emerald Coast International Week. Not just women, obviously, but there are 3 events that are women-based, women-run. So it's going to be a series of events that we are looking forward to. And Edna will be telling us about the Emerald Coast International Week during her upcoming events segment. Paola, I recently attended a wonderful event. Es un evento excepcional. It was in Pensacola, and it was called the Pensacola Supplier Diversity Exchange. And that is where I met our guest today. Can you tell us a little bit about her?
Sure thing. Today we have Mrs. Catrice Johnson. Catrice is a marketer, and she will be talking to us about the Powerlink Small Business Conference and Expo, a highly anticipated event taking place in Pensacola in May. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back with Catrice.
This is Car Buying Simplified. See why thousands of customers choose Step 1 Automotive Group for their new or used vehicle. 8 convenient locations, 14 award-winning brands. Learn more at step1automotive.com.
Make sure you put this on your calendar, March the 27th. It's a Friday night. Emerald Coast International Week party takes place at the world-famous Futbuckers in Destin. The party starts at 7 o'clock with international buffet. All kinds of delicious treats. Make sure you come out and check that out. Also, DJ Hector opens the show. DJ Vladi follows. DJ Pagoo also pitches in some of the European flavor. And we have an incredible duo on the deck, Christian Mays and Hope Given. And then a Miss International Bikini Contest, $500 in cash and prizes, Latin, Euro, hip hop, and good old USA music on the deck. Come and see us Friday, March 27th at the world famous Futbuckers.
Welcome back. With us today is Catrice Johnson. She is a marketer from Pensacola. And Catrice is deeply involved in the Powerlink Small Business Conference and Expo, an event that's going to take place in May in Pensacola. Welcome to Making Connections, Catrice. It is great to have you. How was your trip from Pensacola?
It was wonderful. It was a nice ride.
Nice ride, huh?
Thank you
Not
for
much
having me.
about the traffic.
No, actually, it wasn't that bad.
Great.
Outstanding. We read a little bit about your event. It's a wonderful event coming up in May. And first of all, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about Catrice Johnson and how you got involved with this event in May.
So I'm a graphic designer and marketer by trade. And about 2012, I started talking to people on a regular basis that I was doing business with, and they were asking me, well, how do you start doing business with the government? And how do you start doing, being able to market your business correctly? And how do you fill out the forms for, whenever you're trying to get a contract? And so it took having to do a lot of research. And because it took so much research and having to be able to tell people information, a couple of people and I got together and decided that we wanted to create a business expo that would help people be able to get all the information they needed to have on one particular day. So that's how the Powerlink Expo came about as well.
That's wonderful. And it's going to be taking place May 13th through the 15th at the Civic Center in Pensacola, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. It'll be for 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We are really excited because we have a lot of different things that are going to be taking place. This expo is really designed to help small businesses connect with large corporations and government entities as well as with each other. And it's designed also to help small businesses get as much information as possible so they're able to actually come in and walk away with something that's going to help them grow their businesses.
That's a wonderful thing because, a lot of the small businesses obviously do not have the money and, all those things that are necessary for them to get some of the services, some of the training and all those things that it takes to be a successful business.
Absolutely.
So that's a very important thing that you all are doing. Can you give us a couple of examples or details about some of the activities that will be taking place?
Absolutely. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is the speed networking. Now, people, they don't normally know how to really network correctly. They'll come in and they'll pass out their business cards, and they may tell someone their name and give them a little bit of information. But what we've done is we've set the speed networking up. It's designed for you to have 3 full minutes with someone for a 45-minute session. So it gives you a chance to really sit down and talk to someone, get their information, swap cards, and realize whether or not you want to do business. Usually within the first 30 seconds, you know if you like someone. Within the first minute, you realize whether or not you want to do business with them.
Right.
So this gives them 3 minutes to know that whether or not they want to do business or refer them to someone else.
No,
Very
that's
interesting.
absolutely amazing. Well, it seems that this event is open for big corporations and also small businesses.
That
Am
is
I correct?
Yes.
What are the benefits, for example, for a small business owner to attend this event or being a vendor?
So for the small businesses, it gets you in front of large corporations. For example, Ostel has been contacting me to find out who's going to be there. Ostel is one of the largest companies in Mobile they are over they build airplanes. And so they're looking for contractors now that are small business owners so they can sign them up to be vendors. Well, if you're a small business and you're a cleaning service, they're looking to talk to you. If you're a small business and you work on air conditioning, they want to talk to you. They have different areas that they want to talk to as far as that's concerned. So it gives small businesses an opportunity to market their business for a minimal amount of money and be able to get their information out there to several large corporations at one time.
Oh, that's definitely very helpful for small businesses and large corporations.
Absolutely.
You're basically making connections at your events.
All day long for 3 days straight.
That's great.
And then on top of that, another thing that's a really big benefit for small businesses is that if they don't have information that they need, for example, we're going to have someone that's going to come in and teach people how to fill out the forms for getting a government contract. It's easy for the vendors to come in and tell you how to do business with them, but if you don't understand how to fill out the contract or how to fill out the financials for the contract, it does you no good to have them tell you how to do business with them. So we have someone coming in specifically teaching people how to fill out the forms correctly so they're able to get the contract that they're looking for small businesses.
That's great education. So what activities would they be participating in to whoever attends your seminar?
So we have the speed networking, we have the workshops that are available. We have, it's called the business card exchange. And what that is it's a lounge where you're able to put your information in the lounge, but you're also able to sit for a few minutes, collect your thoughts, and meet people that you haven't met before.
Okay.
So it's not like the speed networking where you're going from person to person to person. It's more like you just relax and you get a chance to just talk to some people that are in the lounge with you and enjoy that. We also have the seminars where if you're a business owner and you're trying to sell information about your products and services, you can come in and tell people about your products and services at the seminar. So that gives you an opportunity to let people know what it is you do and why you do it and how you do it.
Okay, great.
That is outstanding.
Very interesting.
Coincidentally, you know, I met you at a diversity seminar that we went to in Pensacola, and they were talking about the issue of the people submitting bids and how important it is to, you know, dot all the I's and cross all the T's.
Absolutely.
And I believe the representative from the city of Pensacola mentioned an example of, you know, somebody not doing that and losing a great bid or a great contract, potential contract, because of a minor thing.
Right, and they tell you what to do, but they don't tell you how to do it. So that's where we come in, and we're able to help people be able to dot all the I's and cross all the T's.
Exactly.
And even though it's a 3-day event, we've also got people that are in place that are teaching these workshops that once it's over, they're able to also gain clientele that they can actually help further along with the application process.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily about me or about the organization. It's more so about making sure that the right connections are made so that people can get what they need to have in order for them to grow their business.
Exactly, and I called it a minor thing, but it wasn't really what he meant.
That's
What he meant was
huge.
it's an important detail thing.
Right.
In other words, if you don't do the detailed part of these bidding documents, you can lose that.
Yeah, and or
contract.
even knowing when to turn the documents in. That was another
Exactly.
thing that they talked about that was specific. And a lot of times people think that they have time to do something, and then they realize at the very last minute that they didn't finish all the work that they needed to finish, or they turned it in too late and they won't even accept it. They won't even look at you.
Exactly.
So it's important that that information is brought to the attention of the small business owners so that they're able to learn how to do it correctly. We also have another workshop, and it's called competence and being able to actually do the work. So having the confidence and the competence of doing something.
Awesome.
A lot of times we think that we can do work, but we actually don't know how to do it, and we have all the confidence in the world. But if we don't have the competency behind it, it doesn't
There
make
you
a
go.
difference.
That's
So
right.
we have
And obviously your company's got to look back.
Yes.
You're going to put in for something that you cannot accomplish. So workshops, obviously, you're going to do a lot of networking.
Yes.
And I understand you also are going to have some guest speakers and also a keynote speaker. Can you tell us a little bit about the keynote
So
speaker?
the keynote speaker right now that we have is Steve Wilmer with Steve Speaks. He's been going all over the country speaking. He's originally from Pensacola, but he was in a service, so he's traveled all over the world. And now he's a dynamic speaker. He's written several books, and what he does is he comes in and he helps people realize their dreams and their potential, and then how to sell. That's one of his biggest things that he does. So he's one of those types of people that when you first hear him, you either love him or you hate him. But normally when people hear him, they're just so influenced by what he's saying, because what he's saying, like he's going to be coming in and talking about how to build on your dreams. Most people don't think about it. Like we all have dreams and visions, but sometimes when it comes down to really doing some real dig deep in trying to get your information out there, you don't know how to do it. So he helps you figure out how to focus on getting your dreams out there so that you can do it. So that's one of the things he's going to be talking about. He's a phenomenal speaker, and we're looking forward to having him come.
Like an action plan.
Oh my God, yes.
That's great.
Well, we are very happy with Conexión Media Group to be able to help you get the word out on this outstanding event that is coming up. Paula, you got a couple more things
Sure.
you may want to ask
Well,
her?
it seems that this is an educational, it's a combination of all this, and to me it's amazing, especially for a small business. I have a small business myself, so you need the knowledge, you need the education, you need to make the connection. So anything else you would like to add regarding your event coming up?
Well, there's a particular part that we don't talk about much, but it's really important. One of the things that the Powerlink does is it likes to give back to the community. It's really big on that. So we've chosen 3 nonprofit organizations that we want to give back to. One of them is the Pensacola Jets. They're a football league, and they come in and they actually don't just play football, but they actually clean up the community. They mentor other people, and they help young men get into college. Then there's the Her Foundation. They help small women that are from coming out of the service that are homeless. homeless, and they help them get back on their feet and really help them be able to build their lives back over again because they've been out on the streets for so long. And then we have the PEO Sisterhood, which is they're designed specifically to help women go to school. They pay for them to get scholarships. So we set aside these 3 different nonprofits this year that we want to give back to, and we're having a gala for it, so that we're able to really kind of raise the funds and be able to make the community aware of what they're going to be doing in the community, so they're able to get that information out there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you for coming all the way from Pensacola and sharing this amazing event coming up in May. I know it's going to be amazing. It's going to be such a great benefit for small businesses as well as large corporations. So thank you so much for sharing this with us, Catrice.
And thank you for having me.
We love to have you. And to all the viewers out there, don't miss this great event. It's going to be wonderful, and it's going to be very educational for your growth. So we'll be right back.
Suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death among youth between ages 10 to 19 years old. 4,600 youth are lost to suicide each year. However, most suicides are preventable. Youth who are contemplating suicide frequently give warning signs of their distress. 7 out of 10 will tell a friend or give a warning sign that they are struggling, but many of their friends do not tell an adult. A Hope Squad is a group of students nominated by their peers as good listeners and caring fellow students. They work closely with the local mental health agency. Hope Squad students are taught by the school counselor and advisors on how to recognize suicide warning signs in their peers and provide support. Hope Squad members are trained on how to talk to a fellow struggling student. If the peer needs help, they listen and then try to convince them to go see an adult in the school. If that does not work, they inform a school counselor about their concerns about their peers, so the advisors can contact the student and the parents for additional help and support. Hope Squad members also bring suicide prevention awareness to the entire school by holding an annual Hope Week, where fellow peers are given information about suicide prevention.
Saludos a todos. Hi everyone. Primeramente les deseamos a todas las mujeres un feliz mes de la historia de la mujer. Y aquí vamos con algunos de los eventos que esperamos todo el público apoye. Esta Semana Internacional de la Costa Esmeralda es un proyecto liderado por Connection Media Group y socios que incluyen Alicia Dukes, DJ Soren, Nick Smith, Pamela Sparks y Patricia Rojas. Los eventos son variados, pero todos tendrán un sabor internacional. La semana oficialmente empieza el 21 de marzo con un festival de cine. Directores, productores, etc. pueden participar por medio de películas de cortometraje. Llama a Nick Smith para inscribirte, si te interesa. Además, Connection Media Group lidera el International Festival for Walton Beach el 22 de marzo, un evento donde más de 60 naciones participarán con música en vivo, DJs, grupos folclóricos, puestos de comida variada y puestos de ventas e información. No te lo pierdas. El sábado 27 no te puedes perder la Pachanga Internacional con música para todos, desde música europea, latina y hasta hip hop. Varios de los mejores DJs del área participarán. Habrá música en vivo, concurso de bikini, comida internacional. Este evento será en Foodpuckers de Destin, uno de los sitios más populares de la región. Esperamos que venga toda la familia. Y claro, como este marzo es el mes de la historia de la mujer, los otros 3 eventos de la Semana Internacional serán organizados por mujeres. El 28 de marzo, las Ladies of Justice de Northwest Florida te invitan a su Women's Business Expo. Emprendedoras y empresas fundadas o lideradas por mujeres tienen la oportunidad de poder poner sus puestos en este evento, que también tendrá varias actividades como charlas y entretenimiento. En Pensacola a comer se ha dicho con la fiesta de camiones de comida amenizada por Patricia Rojas del Rincón Latino. Habrá música de DJ y también puestos de información y ventas. No te lo puedes perder. Vivimos en un área con personas de todo el mundo y es por eso que Connection Media Group y sus socios han creado este evento. ¿Qué manera de empezar la primavera en la Costa Esmeralda? Con eventos con sabor internacional, diversión, cultura sabrosa, comida y gran variedad de actividades. Para información de otros eventos de nuestra comunidad, te invitamos a que visites la página web de Conexión o nos busques en Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube y Emerald Coast TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV App. Y bueno, gracias por estar con nosotros. Se despide tu amiga Edna Hernández. Thank you all for being with us. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed our show, but as they say, all good things must always come to an end. We want to thank Catrice Johnson for visiting with us today, and we also remind you to participate in the Emerald Coast International Week events that Edna spoke about. Next month is Women's History Month, so we want to make sure that everybody participates in the activities that are coming up throughout the area, because women play a huge role in everyone's lives, and it is my honor to be working with two awesome ones here in Making Connections with Paola and Edna.
Absolutely. Well, it was such a good show. I can't wait for you guys to watch it and view it. So we really have a good time today, huh?
I had a great time.
Always have a good time here.
I'm a happy man. You're back.
I'm back, man.
And Edna came all the way from Panama City. So, Ednita,
Come here.
how did you feel today?
I feel so grateful to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, it's always glad to have
Another
you.
powerful
Two
woman.
powerful women, Panama City Beach, Pensacola. Now, again, next month is Women's History Month. That's in March, and we want to make sure that we acknowledge the women. That's what we try to do during this show. Edna, who is your idol de mujer? ¿Quién es tu ídolo en las mujeres?
I think I was trying to think in just one, and it's just impossible. Everywhere you see is a woman involved in art and music and politics, in your house, cooking, in medicine and science. Everywhere there's a woman. So even in the military service,
You bet.
you know. So every woman should have.
And that's why, yes,
appreciation.
women are important, period. And that's why I have no qualms about saying if this world was ruled by women, it would be a much better world.
Oh, we love you for that, David.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much. Until next time. Nos vemos.
Nos vemos.
Bye-bye.